Okay, I can see 31 students. There are 31 students. Should I start? Can you hear me, everyone? Yes, you can hear me? Okay, okay, I will share the screen. I will share the screen. We'll start. Yes, yes, any problem? Okay, can you see my screen? I have shared the screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, we'll go to next group of poisons, that is asphyxiant poisons. The name only tells you asphyxiant poisons means poisons which will cause asphyxia, disturbances in oxygenation of the blood or ventilation because of inadequate ventilation, because of inadequate oxygenation. The oxygen saturation in the blood will drop and patient will develop all the signs and symptoms of asphyxia. So common asphyxiant poisons are carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide H2S. So carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, it decreases the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. That we'll see how it causes pathological changes. How how the oxygen from hemoglobin. The important function of blood is transport of oxygen to all the tissues, to all the parts of the body. So this oxygen is carried by hemoglobin. But what happens in carbon monoxide poisoning is the hemoglobin that is attached to the oxygen. So oxygen molecule that has been attached to the hemoglobin is replaced by carbon monoxide. So वो ऑक्सी हीमोग्लोबिन जो है ऑक्सी हीमोग्लोबिन the oxygen molecule attached to the hemoglobin, it will get dissociated, it will get separated, and that oxygen will be replaced by carbon monoxide. That's why the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood is reduced. Then carbon dioxide causes oxygen lack in the tissue itself, and hydrogen sulfide causes paralysis of the respiratory center. So we will see in detail. One very important poison from your syllabus is carbon monoxide. So we'll see in detail about carbon monoxide. Can everyone hear me properly? Today also I have some network issues, but is it okay? You can hear me properly? Yes, please reply. Can you hear me properly? Yes, yes. Okay. Can you see the screen also? Okay. Okay then. Yes, fine, fine. I will continue. So, uh, carbon monoxide, it is very important because asked so many times in the theory exam, as well as so many oral exam questions are also there. So we will see in detail about carbon monoxide poisoning. So carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless and non-irritant gas. Now these three characteristics are very important. These three characteristics are very important because the gas is colorless. मतलब समझो किसी रूम में कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड लीक हो रहा है कि वर्किंग प्लेस में या घर में कहीं भी, तो दिखेगा नहीं बिकॉज इट इज कलरलेस. उसके फ्यूम्स नहीं दिखेंगे, ऐसे धुएं की तरह कुछ दिखेगा नहीं बिकॉज इट इज कलरलेस. सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर, इट इज ओडरलेस. समझो किसी रूम में, किसी घर में या किसी वर्किंग प्लेस में अगर कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन धीरे 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 बढ़ता जा रहा है तो भी लोगों को पता नहीं चलेगा बिकॉज इट इज ओडरलेस. and it is non-irritating. It is non-irritant gas. So even after entering the throat, nose, throat, or even the respiratory tract, it will not cause any irritation. तो क्या होगा, कुछ स्मेल नहीं है, दिख नहीं रहा, उसे कुछ odor नहीं है, and it is non-irritant gas. So what will happen? Even though it has been inhaled in large dangerous amounts, in dangerous doses, then also the person will not even notice his, what second line I have mentioned, it cannot be perceived by senses. तो ना नाक को पता चलेगा, ना गले को पता चलेगा, और रेस्पिरेटरी ट्रैक में भी कुछ इरिटेशन नहीं हो रहा है उससे. That's why even though the large amount of carbon monoxide has been inhaled, the person may not notice it. So it is colorless, odorless, and non-irritant gas, and it cannot be perceived by the senses. And its important chemical composition, or how it is formed. So carbon monoxide gas is formed by incomplete combustion of carbon and organic matter. So it is the end product of incomplete combustion of carbon and organic matter. Now, from where this carbon monoxide gas, from where this carbon monoxide gas is obtained, or how its poisoning can occur? Disused wells, मतलब कई दिनों से, कई सालों से कोई ऐसा कुआं, वेल मतलब विहिर, विहिर कुआं. तो कई सालों से ऐसी वेल पड़ी हुई है, कहीं तो गांव में आजू बाजू में, कहीं तो एक वेल है, और जो बिल्कुल यूज़ नहीं की जा रही है, उसमें पानी भी नहीं है, तो उसमें बारिश का पानी गिर के, या लोग उसमें कचरा भी डालते हैं. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट combustion of the organic matter, large amount of carbon monoxide gas will be formed. So disused wells, जिनकी प्रॉपरली केयर नहीं रखा जाता, जिनके ऊपर कवर नहीं है, जिनमें बहुत सारा कचरा गिरता है, पानी गिरता है, so these disused wells, they will be a source of carbon monoxide. Then water gas, coal gas, कोळसा जाळल्यानंतर, coal gas, and illuminating gas, these all are used in the industrial purposes. Then gases from explosion in the mines, gases from explosion in the mines. Mines म्हणजे काय? Mines, खाण, कोळशाची खाण, दगडाची खाण, ती तशी ब्लास्ट केले जातात ना. हा, खडक फोडण्यासाठी, दगड फोडण्यासाठी असे सुरुंग सुरुंग वगैरे लावून ब्लास्ट केले जातात. So because of the explosions in the mines, because of explosions in the mines, or explosion of the dynamites, large amount of carbon monoxide gas is expelled. Then charcoal stoves, कोळशावर चालणाऱ्या भट्ट्या. हा, हो, हा बोला. हो हो हो, आलो आलो, येतो. Okay, just hold for a second. I will just back just for a half minute. Okay, sorry for interruption. Mm, So carbon monoxide, uh, the main source is disused whales. It is a water gas, coal gas, illuminating gas, and gases from the explosion in the mines and explosion of the dynamites. Then uh, it is also expelled from the charcoal stoves and oil heaters. तेलावर चालणारे आपण ते जनरेटर्स वगैरे बघतो ना, जनरेटर की ज्याच्यामध्ये ऑइल वापरलं जातं ॲज अ लुब्रिकंट. सो ऑइल हिटर्स अँड एक्झॉस्ट फ्रॉम कार्स, गाड्यांमधून बाहेर पडणारा धूर, एक्झॉस्ट फ्रॉम द कार्स. देन डोमेस्टिक गॅस, आपल्या घरातला जो गॅस असतो स्वयंपाकासाठी वापरतो आपण, डोमेस्टिक गॅस, इट कंटेन्स अराउंड 15%, 7 to 15% of carbon monoxide, and car exhaust contain 4 to 7% of carbon monoxide. So domestic gas is also very important source of carbon monoxide. It contains 7 to 15% of carbon monoxide. Then carbon, now I had told you in the introductory part, I had told you how the carbon monoxide works. So carbon monoxide combines with hemoglobin to form carboxyhemoglobin, and this carboxyhemoglobin is incapable of carrying oxygen. So even though the patient is breathing nicely, then also the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood is reduced. Oxygen carrying capacity of the blood is reduced, and that causes tissue anoxia. So hemoglobin को अटैच होके पहले ऑक्सीजन हर जगह पे जाता है बॉडी में, and that is delivered in all the tissues in the body. But what happens here? The carbon monoxide attaches itself to the hemoglobin, and it gives rise to the formation of carboxyhemoglobin, and this carboxyhemoglobin now will not be able to attach itself with oxygen. So it is incapable of carrying the oxygen, and that's why tissues will suffer from anoxia. Remember this basic pathology. You got hemoglobin को oxygen attach होगा, and that oxygen will be liberated in the tissues wherever it is required. But what happens here? कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, जैसे जैसे ब्लड का कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड लेवल का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ जाएगा, the carbon monoxide will attach itself to the hemoglobin, so that hemoglobin will not be able to receive the oxygen, and that's why it will not be able to carry the oxygen. It will carry carbon monoxide, and will develop tissue anoxia. And carbon monoxide has very strong affinity for hemoglobin. Affinity means attraction. It is having strong affinity for hemoglobin, that is 300 times more than oxygen. तो ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल को हीमोग्लोबिन से जितना प्यार है, उससे 300 गुना ज़्यादा प्यार कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड को है. तो वो कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड मॉलिक्यूल हीमोग्लोबिन को ऑक्सीजन के साथ जुड़ने ही नहीं देगा, वो उसको उसकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट कर लेगा, एंड दैट्स व्हाई carbon monoxide will attach itself to the hemoglobin, that is 300 times more than oxygen. And the condition developed because of this is called as chemical asphyxia, because here ऑक्सीजन तो अवेलेबल है, वेंटिलेशन अच्छे से हो रहा है, पेशेंट को ब्रीदिंग को भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, but still patient is suffering from anoxia. So this type of anoxia is called as chemical asphyxia or anoxia. Chemical asphyxia because hemoglobin is no more capable of transporting the oxygen, and death is because of oxygen deprivation. Otherwise there is no any specific toxicity of the gas की वजह से ज़्यादा कुछ तकलीफ होने वाली नहीं है. The death occurs because of oxygen lack, because the carbon monoxide molecule doesn't allow the oxygen to attach with the hemoglobin. So oxyhemoglobin will be replaced by carboxyhemoglobin. So death is because of oxygen deprivation in the blood and in the rest of the tissues. Now we'll see how the changes occur in carbon monoxide poisoning. So first stage just I explained you, because of strong affinity, 300 more times affinity of carbon monoxide to hemoglobin, it causes formation of carboxyhemoglobin. This carboxyhemoglobin will reduce the oxygen level in the blood, and there will be weakening of vascular walls by anoxemia. Weakening of, so whenever there is anoxia, Whenever there is low concentration of oxygen in the blood, the first thing that is going to affected is brain, and importantly endothelium, endothelial lining. So there will be damage or weakening of the vessel wall by anoxia, then degeneration of the nerve elements by anoxia, and weakening of heart by the lack of nutrition, because oxygen is not properly delivered to the heart muscles, so heart muscles will also be affected. So weakening of the heart by lack of nutrition. These are the basic changes: formation of carboxyhemoglobin, weakness of the vessel wall, degeneration of the nerve element, because just I told you what, anoxia will first affect the heart, and weakening of the heart by lack of nutrition. Now, signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. So, signs and symptoms are they will depend upon the degree of saturation of carbon monoxide in blood. So, as the saturation of carbon monoxide will go on increasing in the blood, person will start that severity of the symptom. The severity of the symptoms will go on increasing. So, just we have seen in the introduction part, gas is odorless and non-irritant, therefore its presence is not noticed. घर में, रूम में, काम की जगह पे, फैक्ट्री में कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड धीरे धीरे अक्यूमुलेट हो, कहीं लीकेज की वजह से या किसी प्रॉब्लम की वजह से, chemical reaction की वजह से, if the amount of carbon monoxide is going on increasing in the room or in that particular vicinity, its presence will not be noticed because of its odorless and non-irritant nature. Onset of symptoms is gradual. जैसे जैसे concentration बढ़ेगा, blood में carbon monoxide का concentration बढ़ेगा, the symptoms will become severe and severe. So initial symptoms will be lassitude. Lassitude, that is because of lack of oxygen in the nervous system. So there will be lassitude, drowsiness, dullness of senses, and unconsciousness will be there. And rapidity of symptoms depend upon the concentration of gas and length of exposure. कितने concentration में gas blood में है और कितनी देर तक उस आदमी का कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड को एक्सपोजर हुआ है. So rapidity of symptoms depend upon the concentration of gas and length of exposure. Then low concentrated gas, low concentration of the gas when it is inhaled during the sleep. ऐसा हो सकता है घर में कहीं तो गैस लीक हुआ है, धीरे धीरे कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड अकोमुलेट हो रहा है, घर पे कुछ लोग सोए हुए हैं, they will go on inhaling. Again I tell you, it is non-irritating odorless gas, so it will not cause any irritation in the throat, any irritation in the nose, or any irritation in the eyes also. So it is non-irritant gas, so victim may not escape from the dangerous atmosphere because his senses are dull, and also the judgment is impaired, muscles are weak, and there will be incoordination will be there, and lethargy and mental confusion. So just I explain you this particular line. घर में कहीं तो भी गैस लीक हुआ है, दैट पर्सन इज गोइंग ऑन इनहेलिंग द कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड, तो उसे लैसिट्यूड आएगा, वीकनेस आएगा ऑक्सीजन की कमी की वजह से. अभी उसे वहां से उठ के भागना है, उसे पता चला है उसे कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, but that person will not be able to escape himself, will not be able to escape from the dangerous atmosphere because all his senses are dull, muscles are also weak, there will be incoordination and lethargy and mental confusion. तो उसे भागना है वहां से, उस रूम से बाहर जाना है, but that person will not be able to move from the bed because of weakness. This is when the low concentration of gas which is inhaled particularly during the sleep. एक जगह पे बैठा हुआ है या सोया हुआ है and low concentrated gas has been inhaled during the sleep, that can also kill the patient. Then if the patient is exposed to the high concentration of gas, हाई कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ गैस, बहुत ज़्यादा गैस लीक हुआ है, जैसे फैक्ट्री में, इंडस्ट्री में वगैरह होगा, and rapid exposure means the person is exposed to large amount of carbon monoxide in very short period, there will be sudden weakness, muscle suboxia, we can call it as muscle anoxia, rapid unconsciousness, and there can be red patches on the skin, ऐसे भाजल्यासारखे, ऐसे लगेगा जैसे कुछ burn injury है, there can be blisters on the skin, occasionally there can be formation of blisters on the skin because of all these hypoxia and all. That is because of damaged blood vessels. And in severe cases, there can be bronchopneumonia, edema of the lungs, and If the person recovers from carbon monoxide poisoning, there will be confusion of the state and confusion of the mind and disorientation. So brain is going to be damaged because of long term hypoxia. So first organ that is to be affected by hypoxia or anoxia is brain. So even if the patient recovers from carbon monoxide, it will be very difficult for him to live the normal life, because there can be serious irreversible changes in the brain. And treatment will be remove the patient away from the source of gas and give him proper ventilation, and in some cases you may even need ventilator if the patient is having difficulty in breathing, and even the blood transfusion may also be required. Anyone remembers how will be the change of color of the blood if the person dies by carbon monoxide? Anyone? If the person dies by carbon monoxide poisoning, we have seen it, that's why I am asking you, if the person dies by carbon monoxide poisoning, how will be the color of red, the color of blood, and how will be the color of post-mortem lividity? Yes, anyone? No. If the concentration of carbon monoxide is very high in the blood will become which color? And if the person dies by carbon monoxide, the blood will be of that same color, and post-mortem lividity will also be of the same color. Anyone? Anyone can remember? I have already told you that. Yes, it is cherry red colored. Cherry red, bright cherry red colored because of high concentration of carbon monoxide. Okay, so there is no any specific treatment as such. Carbon monoxide is commonly asked as a 5-mark short note. It is asked as a 5-mark short note. Got everyone? Small topic, but important thing is carboxyhemoglobin. If you remember this word carboxyhemoglobin, you can write anything. You can write in detail about whole poison. ओके समझ में आ रहा है? कळतंय का? Okay, should we go to next poison? Okay, we'll start with new poison, that is Abrus precatorius. It is from the irritants. It is an irritant, and it is from vegetables. It is from vegetables. Abrus precatorius. Oh, I have shared the screen. Wait, I haven't shared the screen. Okay. You can see the screen now, everyone. Abrus precatorius. You can see the screen. No. Okay. So this is very commonly asked 5-mark short note. Abrus precatorius poisoning, very commonly, very repeatedly asked as a 5-mark short note. So common name of Abrus precatorius is Indian licorice, gunchi or rati. You might have heard the name rati or guncha. मराठीमध्ये काय म्हणतात माहिती आहे का? Abrus precatorius कोणाला माहिती आहे का मराठीत काय म्हणतात? Anyone? What it is called in Marathi? Abrus precatorius. By these two names, gunchi, rati. Anyone? गुंज माहिती आहे का तुम्हाला? गुंज तुमच्यापैकी कोणी कदाचित ऐकलं असेल, कोणाच्या घरी असेल, पण गुंज मराठीत वापरतात तो शब्द. एक मराठीमध्ये एक शब्दप्रयोग आहे, गुंजभर सोने. गुंजभर सोने माहिती आहे का? गुंज आपण म्हणतो ना, तुला मी एक गुंजभर सोनं पण देणार नाही. गुंज माहिती आहे का ही वनस्पती ॲब्रस प्रिकेटोरियस? एनीवन? नाही माहित कुणाला? Okay, I will show you the image. I will show you the photo. You might come to know what is that Abrus precatorius. So Abrus precatorius, its common name is Indian licorice, gunchi or rati. It is found all over India, and all the parts of the plant are poisonous. Particularly, seeds are used for poison purpose. Seeds are used, and the seeds are small pea-sized. So Abrus precatorius, its common name is Indian licorice, gunji or rathi. In Marathi it is called a gunza. Marathi it is called a gunza. It is found all over India. All the parts of the plant are poisonous, particularly seeds. its size is a small pea. Small pea म्हणजे वाटाणे एवढे, वाटाण्याच्या आकाराचे साधारण. So it is of the size of small pea, less than 1 centimeter in length, less than 1 centimeter in diameter, and weight is 129 grams. So it is very small. अगदी तुमच्या वाटाण्याच्या दाण्या एवढे. I will show you. They are red colored seeds. These are red colored seeds with black spot on one pole. The whole seed is of red color, but at one end there is one black spot. And active principles, important active principle is aberrin, and another is tox albumin. Action resembles the viperine snake bite, means as if the person has been bitten by snake bite when it is injected. When the extract of the seed is injected locally, it will म्हणजे स्किन मध्ये कुठेतरी इंजेक्ट थ्रू द इंजेक्शन, if it has been injected, uh, the action will resemble viper and snake bite, as if the person has been bitten by viper bite with intense local symptoms, hemorrhage and drowsiness. That we'll see in the clinical picture. See, this is the seeds are red in color. The seeds are red in color, but at one end there is black spot. That is, have you seen these seeds anywhere? आठवते का कुठं बघितल्यासारखं ही सीड्स लहान मुलांच्या हा हो हो आणि 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 लहान मुलांच्या गळ्यामध्ये बऱ्याच वेळा याची माळ घालतात. दे आर युज्ड ॲज डेकोरेटिव्ह बीड्स. डेकोरेटिव्ह बीड्स म्हणजे सजावटीसाठी वापरतात ते. लहान मुलांच्या हातात, गळ्यात वगैरे याची माळ घालतात बघा. आठवते का? बघितल्यासारखं वाटतंय? सो दीज आर लहान मुलांच्या गळ्यात, हातात त्याची माळ बनवून घालतात. दे आर युज्ड ॲज डेकोरेटिव्ह बीड्स. आता मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं एक मराठीतला शब्दप्रयोग गुंजभर सोने. तर याचा वापर कुठे करतात? एनीवन कॅन गेस कुठे वापर करतात त्याचा? व्हेअर दीज सीड्स आर युज्ड? तुम्ही साईज बघितली की त्याची कशी एकसारखा आकार आहे त्यांचा, साईज शेप अगदी एकसारखा आकार आहे त्यांचा. सो दे आर यूज फॉर वेईंग द वेट. पूर्वीच्या काळी जेव्हा ती छोटी छोटी मापन होती ना वजन करायची, 1 ग्रॅम 2 ग्रॅम, पूर्वीच्या काळी सोनारांकडे तुम्ही जर सोनं खरेदी करायला गेले तर ह्या बिया वापरायचे. दिस सीड्स वेअर यूज फॉर वेईंग द गोल्ड ऑर द म्हणजे काय म्हणतात तर महागाचे धातू हिरे यांचं वजन करण्यासाठी. तेव्हापासून तो शब्दप्रयोग यायचा, एक गुंजभर सोनं देणार नाही मी तुला अजिबात. सो दॅट गुंजभर सोनं मीन्स व्हेरी हार्डली फ्रॅक्शन ऑफ ग्राम. दॅट इज गुंजभर म्हणजे अगदी थोडे. माहिती ना हा शब्द तुम्हाला, गुंजभर सोने? कारण पूर्वी पूर्वी हे गुंज किंवा याच्या बिया सोन्याचं वजन करण्यासाठी वापरायचे. मौल्यवान धातूंच्या वजनासाठी या बिया वापरल्या जायच्या. So that is Abrus precatorius. Now, signs and symptoms. When the seeds are swallowed, they are non-poisonous. But when their extract is injected under the skin or into the wound, it can cause death within 24 hours, and all the symptoms are like snake poisoning. म्हणजे साप चावल्यानंतर जसे सिम्पटम्स येतात, सो ऑल द सिम्पटम्स विल मिमिक the snake bite, particularly viperine snake bite. Now you will not understand what is this viperine bite. There are different types of snakes: viper, elapids, and sea snake. So viper snakes are having action on the blood vessels and they will cause bleeding. So and this Abrus precatorius is also used as a cattle poison. What do you mean by cattle poison? The poison which is used for killing the animals. अशी निरुपयोगी झालेली जनावरं, आजारी जनावरं किंवा काही म्हणजे कोणाचं नुकसान करण्याच्या उद्देशाने वगैरे जेव्हा एखाद्या जनावराला मारायचं असेल, so this Abrus precatorius is used as cattle poisoning and it is prepared in the form of suis. Sui in Marathi, sui means needle. So for killing any animal with the help of Abrus precatorius, the paste is prepared and it is injected locally into the muscle of that particular animal. So how it is prepared? The powder of the seeds is prepared. These seeds, what seeds you are seeing? या seeds ची powder करायची पहिली. The seeds are powdered. It is mixed with opium, dhatura, and some alcohol. And some alcohol or maybe water if alcohol is not available in the water, and to prepare a paste. म्हणजे याची अशी घट्ट अशी पेस्ट तयार करायची. सीड्स, पावडर्ड ओपियम, धतुरा. धतुरा आपण पाहिले मागच्या वेळेस. धतुरा म्हणजे त्या फळामध्ये जे बिया असतात ना, धतुराच्या फळामधल्या बिया, त्याची पावडर. पावडर ऑफ द Abrus precatorius seeds, powdered opium and powdered dhatura. It is to be mixed and its paste is to be prepared either in the spirit or in the water, and it is dried in the sunlight. पण ते वाळवताना कसं वाळवायचं? ती जी काय पेस्ट केलेली आहे तिच्या अशा लांब सुईसारख्या लांब काड्या तयार करायच्या. इट इज ड्राईड. दॅट पेस्ट इज टू बी ड्राईड इन सनलाईट इन द शेप ऑफ नीडल्स. दॅट नीडल इज टू बी पुट ॲट द स्पाइक ऑफ द ॲरो. बाणाचा पुढचा जो टोक असतो त्याच्यामध्ये ती सुई अडकवायची अँड इट इज इंजेक्टेड इन टू द बटक्स ऑफ द animal, into the muscle of the animal. What will happen? It will cause local edema, necrosis, oozing of hemorrhagic fluid, and all these symptoms are of viper bite. म्हणजे कुणाला शंका पण येणार नाही. एखाद्याला असं वाटेल की या जनावराला काहीतरी साप चावलाय आणि साप चावूनच त्या जनावराचा मृत्यू झालाय. सो लोकल एडिमा विल ऑकर. म्हणजे जिथं ती सुई टोचलेली आहे, Abrus precatorius, ओपीएम आणि धतुरा मिक्स करून वाळवलेली सुई टोचायची, and where that needle has been injected or pierced, at the side there will be local action of Averus precatorius, and it will cause local edema, necrosis, oozing of the hemorrhagic fluid, and all these symptoms will mimic viper bite. व्यवस्थित त्या प्राण्याची तपासणी केली तर असं वाटेल की अरे याला काहीतरी साप चावलेला दिसतोय. म्हणजे कोणाला संशय येणार नाही. And the animal will become drowsy, disinclined to take food, will become comatose, and will die. Same thing in human also. So in human there will be local painful swelling, ecchymosis, blood will get accumulated there, necrosis of the surrounding part, vertigo, arrhythmia, convulsions, and death. So same thing in human also. Now what is the fatal dose? Fatal dose is hardly 1 to 2 seeds. आता बघा ह्या बिया केवढ्या आहेत. फक्त 1 ते 2 बिया फक्त. 1 to 2 seeds are also poisonous to the adult. So it is very dangerous. So hardly 1 to 2 seeds are poisonous to the adult, and fatal period is around 3 to 5 days, because when it is injected locally it will cause viper like symptoms, oozing of blood, ecchymosis. When it will be absorbed systemically it will affect nervous system, cause drowsiness, and patient will become comatose and will die. So whole this process for systemic circulation of the poison will take around 3 to 5 days. Treatment, dissecting out the सुई as early as possible. म्हणजे ती जी त्या जागेवर टोचलेली ॲब्रस प्रिकॅटोरियस पासून बनवलेली जी निडल सुई आहे, that is to be taken out as early as possible before the Abrus precatorius has been absorbed. Then anti-abrin serum, anti-abrin serum that is prepared by injecting the abrin into rabbits. रॅबिट मध्ये ते ॲब्रिट इंजेक्ट करायचं आणि त्याचे जे अँटीबॉडीज येतील त्या सिरम मध्ये असतील, that is called as anti-averine serum, that is to be injected. And rest of the treatment is symptomatic. Bleeding disorder असेल, you have to go for blood transfusion, anticoagulants and all, coagulants and all. So rest of the treatment is symptomatic. And most important in medico-legal aspect of Averus precatorius is it is mainly used as cattle poison. I told you how that suis are prepared and all. So Sui poison is asked as a 2-mark question. Sui poison, it is asked as a 2-mark question. So Abrus precatorius is called as sui poison because it is used for killing the animal by preparing its sharp needles, which are prepared by adding Abrus precatorius seed powder, dhatura powder, and opium powder. हाँ, कळलं का? So it is used as a cattle poison, and the commonly asked question is 2-mark question, that is sui poison. What is sui poison? So this Abrus precatorius is used as a sui poison by mixing its powder of seeds with the tura and opium, and it is injected locally. It is dried and those needles are injected locally into the muscle, and that's why it is called as cattle poison, because it is used for killing the cattle. Then in humans it is used for malingering purpose. म्हणजे समजा कोणाला कामावर जायचं नसेल, शाळेतून सुट्टी घ्यायची असेल, कुठे दांडी मारायची असेल, तर काय करतात ते ॲब्रस प्रिकॉटरीचं सीड आहे ना, ते थोडंसं डोळ्याला लावतात असं. सो व्हेन इट कम्स इन कॉन्टॅक्ट विथ द कंजंक्टिव्हा इट कॉजेस इरिटेशन ऑफ द कंजंक्टिव्हा, रेडनेस ऑफ द आईज अँड वॉटरिंग फ्रॉम द आईज. म्हणजे फक्त असं ते डोळ्याला लावायचं, डोळ्यात घालायचं थोडंसं ते, and it causes it mimics the symptoms of conjunctivitis because it locally causes the irritation of the conjunctiva. And that's why it is used for such purposes. कामावर जायचं नसेल, दांडी मारायची असेल, शाळेत जायचं नसेल, तर ते ॲब्रस प्रिकॉटरीची सीड वापरून असं कंजंक्टिव्हायटिस झाल्याचं नाटक करतात. So that is used for malingering. Malingering, this word we will see in forensic medicine. Then Rati is used in bangles and necklace, particularly in children. Just I told you when I saw you the photograph. So Rati is used in bangles and necklace, particularly in children, and it is mm, also used as a डेकोरेटिव्ह बीड्स सजावटीसाठी. त्याच्यावर तो जो एका बाजूला काळा ठिपका आणि लाल कलरचं सीड, इट लुक्स व्हेरी नाईस, इट लुक्स व्हेरी ब्युटिफुल. आत्ता मागच्या राखी पौर्णिमेला लॉकडाऊनमध्ये आदिवासी भागातल्या काही, इकडे जुन्नरच्या आदिवासी भागातल्या काही मुलींनी याच्या राठीपासून बनवलेल्या खूप छान छान राख्या बाजारामध्ये आणल्या होत्या. त्याचे बरंच व्हॉट्सअपवर त्याची इमेज वगैरे फिरत होती त्याची. सो दे आर ऑल्सो यूज ॲज डेकोरेटिव्ह बीड्स. And jewelers used this rati or guncha for weighing the gold and precious stones. That is its use. So it is used as a decorative beads. It is used for weighing the gold and precious stones, and also it can be used for malingering. खोटं नाटं काहीतरी आजारी आहे असं दाखवण्यासाठी डोळ्यामध्ये घालून it causes irritation of the conjunctiva and lead to conjunctivitis. So it can be used for cheating someone by artificially inducing the irritation of the conjunctiva. Okay, so this is about uh, Abrus precatorius. Got everyone? कळते का? सोपं आहे, दोन्ही पण पॉइजन सोपे आहेत. कार्बन मोनॉक्साइड commonly asked as a 5-mark short note. Abrus precatorius is also asked as a 5-mark short note, and importantly there are also some 2-mark questions. 2-mark questions are also there. Okay then, I think enough for today. I will stop here. कळलं? काही प्रॉब्लेम, कोणाला काही अडचण, काही कळलं नाही किंवा मागच्या टॉपिक मध्ये काही अडचण असेल तर यू कॅन आस्क मी. गॉट एव्हरीवन? एव्हरीवन? Okay then. Chalo, I will end the meeting for all. Tomorrow I will take my lecture at 3 p.m. only. Chalo, bye. Bye everyone. I will end the meeting for all now. Bye.